Okay, this is it's number 24 from the linear function practice test, and we want to find the distance of the line segment that has the following endpoints. I think what they really mean here, this is a little confusing, but I think they want to find the length of the line segment that has the following endpoints, or find the distance between the two endpoints. And we're talking about the distance formula, so find the distance of the line segment. That's a little, I think that's kind of a typo there. I think they mean to use the distance formula or find the length of the segment that has the following endpoint. So we have to use the distance formula. I think that's the intent. Okay? So let's just do it like that. So the distance formula, I hope you remember this, it's kind of derived using the Pythagorean theorem. And this is what we have. And I'll derive it for you, in class, so you can see how it's derived. It's not too hard. If we have 2 points, it's relatively easy to derive this, but it has to do with the Pythagorean theorem. If we square both sides, we have d squared equals x squared, x2 minus x1 squared. So this is the change in x plus the change in y. And this looks kind of like these things like components of the slope formula, because we're talking about those distances. All right? So let's just use this formula. This is one you need to kind of remember. And what we do is we've got our 2 points, and you just put them in the formula. So you have -2, -3, and 4, 3. And again, I'm really tempted to derive it right now, but that's liable to kind of cloud the issue. So just know this formula. Okay? And if we took the square root, we'd have c equals the square root of a squared plus b squared. That's kind of like where it's coming from. So we'll just label our points like we do for our slope formula. x1, y1, x2, y2, and then we'll put these in. So I'll write down my formula again. Distance equals and we'll just put our values in and substitute from our points. All right. So x2 is what? 4. X sub 1 is -2. Y sub 2 is 3. And y sub 1 is -3. And then we'll just simplify that. So 4 plus 2 is 6. So it's 6 squared. And 3 plus 3 is 6. Negative times negative is positive, so that's 6 squared. That equals the square root of 36 plus 36, and that equals the square root of 72. Or it's the same thing as saying the distance equals the square root of 36 times 2. And the square root of 36, we can simplify that and say that that's just 6 times the square root of 2. So that's the distance, I believe. That's the intent, but I'll double check on that. And like I said, we'll derive that formula tomorrow in class.